Well, good evening, everyone. Hope everybody's all right. I haven't seen you for a week. Thought I'd give you all a week off. A week's rest from me waffling on. Just waiting for a few guys to jump on there. Never know which face I'm on, you know. Messing about the iPad as per usual. There we go. I can see some news coming on now. Good evening. Do you know there's something going funny with Facebook, I believe, especially with my page. Keeps jumping back, and it's loading 2 pages. Hi Vicky, hi Nicola. So I hope you are all alright. I haven't seen you for a week, like I said. And it was like coming on here tonight, it was like, oh my god, you know this new Facebook malarkey where they've changed it all. Well, I'm not really good with change. So it took me ages to find StreamYard. I couldn't find it. I thought, oh crap, where's it gone? So I was like panicking, thinking, oh well, I can't find it, you know what I mean? But nice to know I've been missed. Just watching you all come online there. But yeah, took me ages to find StreamYard, so I was panicking just a little bit to think, well, I'm not going to be able to go live here because I can't find the flipping thing. I don't know why people have to mess about with stuff that aren't even broke. So, hiya Meryl, hiya Jem, hiya Vicky, hiya Sandra, hiya Michelle, hiya Kerry, hiya Susan, hiya Kirsty. Right, I think I've got all of yous there without missing anybody off. If I've missed anybody off, forgive me. Yeah, hiya Jackie, long time no see. Haven't seen you for ages, honey. I hope you're all right. So, like I said, haven't been on for a week. I needed a week out. Sometimes you just need that time to, you know, gather your thoughts. Because I was starting to get a little bit irritated and frustrated. I can hear things. You know, with the 6:30 time, round about that time, I don't say what I'm talking about, but those who know me will get the gist. They come out at the same time. Around about the same time every evening, actually, and they were starting to do me nothing, and it was starting to show on here, and I can't be doing with it, to be honest. So yeah. So that being said, for those of you who aren't going to join us, I'm okay, Jackie Tar. This Wednesday, 6 o'clock in the Zoom room, pictures and flower readings with myself, and it'll be a fab night from 6 o'clock till 7:30. And it's just something different. It'll cost you £3 to come into the room. Yeah, tease the word, you did right, Susan. So it's £3 for entry for the room. Now, once you've paid your £3, you're in. Yeah, if you haven't got the Zoom room number to get in, you won't get in. Okay. There we go. That was a bit early, wasn't it? A bit presumptuous of me. I must be flicking psychic, me, you know. Can you see them? There it goes. Bit early, Anna. There we are. We'll get rid. Ah, I hope I haven't hit the wrong one. I've just highlighted you, Vicky. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, there we are. That's what I was saying there. You know, things like that are really, really annoying me. And he's down there as well, look. So he says how many of yous within the space of seconds. So these type of things is what was annoying me. No, there isn't Catherine. There was 2 of them. Well, it was the same one, actually, unless you can see another one. But I have blocked the Lewis Savick, whatever they call him. Silly ass. So things like that were annoying me, so I had to get off for a while. I had to go and give me head a shake, because if I didn't give me head a shake, if people were in front of me, I'd have probably lamped them one, because to me there's no need for them. Anyway, without further ado, Wednesday evening, 6 o'clock, we're doing a Zoom room special with myself and my friends. It's a flower and photograph readings. It's £3 to enter. All monies are payable via PayPal, and you won't be able to get in if you haven't paid, because you won't get the link to get in there. So you just email me. All the details are on my page, Cherokee Spirit, if you want to go and have a neb and have a look. I have been selling loads and loads of really nice jewellery lately as well. So if you'd like to go and have a look at that and place your orders, because Christmas is only coming around the corner, yeah, get yourselves on there and have a look. So, like I said, if you want to order, order. Keep liking, keep sharing, and keep sharing the post. The more likes, the more shares you get, the better it is, isn't it? That's what I say. I say it all the time. So I'm going to start us off with a card tonight, as we'll normally do, for those who can't remember how we work. I generally start us off, and then after I've started you off and I've finished, I'll ask you to stick a number in. So start putting your locations in. So I get a rough idea how far we're getting out, and how far afield we're going. So just keep them likes and them shares and that keep coming. That's the only thing I ask you to do. Oh dear me. Right. So everybody ready? Right. Here we go. So there's a card I've chosen. Okay. That's a card I've chosen. Now with this card, right. It's a little bit like what the sun says, what we sow is what we reap. But as I look at the card, I am going to say I have got a mother. I've got a mother spirit side of life here, and I have, and I believe Mum's been spirit side of life. I want to be within the last 9 months where I've got Mum. Between 9 to 12 months, Mum would have been past spirit side of life. So if anybody can understand that, give us a shout down the bottom, because I do feel as though we have got Mum's spirit side of life, and I believe Mum is looking down on us, because I feel as though at times I'm just looking for that guidance, and I want that where my children are concerned, okay? But it's a little bit like what the card suggests, what we sow is what we reap. So what we put into something, we will get back tenfold. And October month also comes in with this card, okay? October month comes in with this card. So what we sow is what we reap, and we will get it back tenfold. Now, I believe there are concerns where children are here on the earth plane, but I have to say to you, there's an awful lot of love, spirit side of life, where this lady's concerned. She is looking down on you, and she's sending all of her love and guidance there. I am going to say as well, where a female's concerned here on the earth plane, getting a little bit fiery at the minute, a little bit prickly, and a little bit on the defensive side, I have to say. God, how do you turn? Anybody know? How do you turn the settings, the volume off on Facebook? Because when I'm on here, I keep getting all the noises of Facebook coming up in my logos, and it's putting us off. So I am going to say, where a mother's concerned, she is looking down on family. Right. I know I'm getting a little bit prickly. I know I'm getting a little bit etchy with people around me, okay? I do know that, and I believe it's to do where kids are involved, okay? So it's just a case of give and take. You've got to give and you've got to take. You've got to allow the kids to grow up and find their own path. That's what I have to say to you. So, right. I need to turn these settings off. Does anybody know how to turn the settings off? I'm getting really chucked over here. Right. I don't come off here because I won't be able to get back on. Right. So, I know, I might turn this volume off on here. See if that works. Right, folks. Give me a yes or no if you can still hear me. on here. Just say yes, you can hear me. Just say yes, you can hear me. As if you can't, I'll have to turn it back up. I've turned the volume down on the computer itself. So I am going to say, where a mum's concerned, Spirit Side of Life, she is trying to help. She is trying to give you that guidance. And she is saying where kids are, you've got to allow them to grow up and make their own mistakes. You can't make them for them, okay? So it's a bit of give and take. Thank you very much, folks, for saying you can hear me. Hopefully, if I get any more comments through on Facebook, I will be able to hear them. That's where I was after turning down. Hopefully I won't get them now because I've turned the volume down on it. So yeah, what we sow is what we reap. I am going to say October month as well comes out of this, but I'm also going to say I'm getting myself in a little bit of a pickle, and I am where these kids are. I'm tying myself up in knots, but I feel as though where kids are concerned, that they're running rings round you. And you're allowing them to do it. You're allowing the kids to run rings round you, and this is why they're getting away with it. But I am going to say to you, it's now time to stand firm. And this is what this lady says from Spirit Side of Life. Stand firm and tell your kids what they have to do. Don't be afraid to open your mouth. If you think you're going to upset them, I know it's Shelley's fault, Vicky. That's why I've turned her off. So yeah, stand firm where your kids are. Don't be bullied into doing something you know that's not right, okay? That's what you need to do. So that's what I'm going to say to you. Okay, so I'm shuffling this in. I'm shuffling it in. There goes my gob. I'm putting that one back in and we're going to start again. Okay, so hi, Rachel. So now, please, everybody, if you wouldn't mind, start punching your numbers in. Keep putting your numbers in and then we'll go for a random one, whatever number comes out. Yeah, so keep it going, folks. Keep liking and sharing. Hi, Rachel. Right, so keep punching them in. I'm waiting for the numbers to come up because the feed stopped. There we go. Rachel started us off. Keep them coming. I'm just looking at your numbers. Rachel, you can only pick one number. You can't keep picking them all. I like it though. I like your cheek. You started off at number 11 and then you've gone to 29. Then you've gone to 18. I love it. So Rachel, can you just like put your comments in the ones, please? No, it's all right. Don't apologise. I just think it's funny. But just keep pushing them in. Keep your likes and your shares coming because all the bubbles and that's stopping. And when the feed stops, I think it's not working. I can't talk at you. I feel a little bit punchy drunk. I really do feel punch drunk. Oh, right, yeah. I keep forgetting what I'm doing and all. Right, I know this for a fact, okay? I've got this lovely, lovely lady with me who suffered terrible with her memories. Did you forget it was on, Shelley? Now you tell us out, you. Right, so I have a lady with me who, terrible memory, absolute atrocious memory. She'd be starting to talk about one thing, then she'd veer off and talk about something else, and then she'd forget what she was talking about altogether. Now, I know this lady belongs to somebody who's watching, and whether this lady comes in on a motherly vibration, that's how I feel. So I either want grandmother or mother vibration, but I feel as though my trail of thought just keeps going, okay? So when this lady was here, she didn't have a clue what she was on about. There we go again. Oh, my Lord. Here we go. They're out again. I'm sick of this, like. I don't know what's going on. Where's he gone? Right. Let's get rid of the comment as well. I know. He's already done one. I blocked him. But yeah, I know this lady, her trail of thought. So there's somebody here who's watching, whose mum, I'm saying mum here, and that's how I feel. She would have been absolutely atrocious with a memory. Her memory would have been shot. It's gone out the window. See how I keep having to stop and start all the time with her? And that's what she puts on me, okay? So I am going to say there's somebody here on the earth plane that can understand this lady. She gives me, come on. Right. I'm just sat listening, folks. Sorry, I'm not ignoring you. I'm trying to count and listen to this lady, but she keeps waffling on at me, and she's giving me months, and then she's taking them back off me. Then she's giving me names, and she's saying, no, it's not that name. So I do believe she's absolutely got dementia, but she was quite funny with it, quite humorous, because she wasn't violent with this condition. If anything, she was the opposite. She was like really happy-go-lucky, and that's how I feel as this energy connects to me there. Mandy Chester, would you understand this lady, please, who I've just been describing there? Or would you understand the name of Maureen for me, please? I'm counting my cards as well, folks, as I'm doing this. Mandy, if you can give us a yes or a no down the bottom, you can. Thank you. You understand the lady, yes? And as I've said there, you understand the lady. She comes in, please, and she says to me at times, there's somebody here on the earth plane, the friend Maureen, right? There's somebody here on the earth plane who's been a little bit of a snivelling wreck. They'll cry over the least little thing. And what she says to me is that they need to toughen up a bit. They need to get a bit tough with things, okay? And that's how she presents it, because she's saying, they're a snivelling wreck, and there's no need. She chuckles about it. She's saying, come on, get a grip, stop messing on. And that's how she portrays it, okay? That's how she brings it in. But she comes in with that laughter as well, because she chuckles about it. She's saying, they're getting the knickers in a knot, and there's no need for them to get them in a knot, okay? Because things will work out. Things will work out. Now, earlier on when she was talking to me, she kept giving me months. She was reeling all the months off, and I'm thinking, well, there's only 12 months in the air, isn't there? Well, she thought that was quite funny. But I'm going to meet you halfway, she says, halfway in the middle of the month. So I'm around about June, July time. So I'm going to mention to you there, Mandy, that June, July means something to you. She also puts a condition around my neck area, whether I've got a frozen shoulder or there's something to do with my neck, because she puts that condition on me. If that makes sense to you there, Mandy, give us a yes or a nod down the bottom before I take it any further. But she does tell me where my memory, Heidi, on my memory, there's somebody here on the earth plane as well that keeps going off on their own little tangents, and they don't know what they're talking about at times, and that's how she brings it in. And where I'm saying at times, I want a connection to Newcastle as well, please. There's a connection to the Tyne and Weir area, because that's what she brings in, okay? Yes, but on you. I don't understand. Yes, but on you. I've like jumped straight to front, haven't I? Yeah. So sorry, I should be waiting for you to answer me, but I just get there and I need to say it. Oh God, right. Mandy, this is something really, really strange here. But I'm going to say it anyway, because this is the image she's putting in my mind, and I don't know whether I need to laugh about. Oh, your neck, yeah. Lots of love and healing where your neck's concerned. God, I'll tell you exactly what she's putting in my mind there. She talks about portaloos, you know, the portable toilets. She brings a memory in, or something to do with a portable toilet. Um, Whether she got caught short or something went on, and I know it's freezing, it's just gone off. But that's what she tells me. And that's what I'm chuckling about. There's something going wrong with my computer now. Everything's going wrong. Oh, belly up today, I swear it is. So if that makes sense to you there, Mandy, please forgive me. A commode. She's saying a portable loo here. Uh, but she thinks it's quite funny. So whether there was a mishap with it, hey Natalie, whether there was a mishap, but she thought it was hilarious. Okay, that's what she talks about. But she gives me that connection to the Tyne and Weir as well. But she says, you know, Mandy, she says, you've got a lot of common sense. You've got lots of common sense. But she says, just recently, you're letting your heart rule your head, and you shouldn't. That's what she says to me. Don't let your heart rule your head. Let your head rule your heart. Turn it round, she tells me. Turn it round, okay? Right. So I had a surname before I switched this computer on tonight. Now, if this means anything at all to you, it'd be great. If it doesn't, that's fine. It's probably for somebody else. Would you understand why I have to mention the surname of Cox? Spelled C-O-X. That's what I need to say. And don't be turning it round and putting whatever else on the end of that. It's Cox. Cox is apples, Cox. I'm not swearing, honest. It's just the way she brings it in. Oh my lord, she's really made me chuckle here. But that's the way she brings it in, so that's what I'm going to mention to you. But she talks about as well, please. You know Cox, right? But she does say there are big changes there coming in and around you, but it's up to you whether you decide to move with them or not. She also mentions where there's been talk about a hysterectomy or somebody would have had a hysterectomy, please. You know someone, yes, that's brilliant. But she talks about a hysterectomy, something to do with gynecology or something like that. But that's what she puts on me, okay? So if you can understand that as well, that would be absolutely brilliant. I'm laughing as well with it, so don't worry about it. I know the name Jack is very familiar, but I have to mention Jack too, yeah. But I also want the jackdaw as well. Somebody's got to love the birds here. And absolutely, the jackdaws where they repeat all the time. My nose is itching like something terrible now. So, but yeah, that's what I have to say to you. So if any of that makes sense, give us a yes down the bottom there, Mandy, please. I'm also going to give you the number 34. So the 34 must mean something to you as well. So I'm going to read the card as well. So anybody who's chosen 34, listen on as well, okay? Because I'm going to tie them both in. I am going to say Chavbirds, not Jack. Would you understand the jackdaw so then, Mandy? Now, Jack doesn't necessarily have to be in the spirit side of life. He could be here on the earth plane. Just remember I brought you forward. So the number 34, hi Nicola, the number 34, and it's this one, the peacock, libido, okay? And I am going to say as well, please, where this card's connecting, I am going to say whether I'm a bit of a flirt or there's a bit of deceitfulness going on or I'm just showing off. That's fine, Mandy. If you can't understand it, just remember I've said it. So listen on where the card's connecting as well, please. And all the others who've chosen 34. So I am going to say that where relationships, where I'm a bit flirtatious, and I don't know, I feel a little bit sly and a little bit deceitful here. So I'm not being totally upfront and honest with the situation that's going on around me at the moment. And I want this where a relationship's concerned. And I do believe, you know, where the old saying comes in, where the grass is always greener. I'm going to say it isn't, okay? The grass isn't always greener. So a little bit of caution where relationship side of things are. But I'm also going to say as well, please, I've got a lovely eye for I want to be decorating. There's lots of decorating going on here, okay? So very artistic, very flamboyant. That's how I feel, okay? But I'm in for lots of changes. I'm also going to say as well where a relationship stands with this card. I believe things haven't been going as smoothly and it's been a long, hard struggle where a relationship is. And it's a bit much when it's one-sided, when it's not both of them or both people working at it. I believe as though there's one taking and one doing all the giving here. and it doesn't work like that. I feel as though there's a little bit of an imbalance there. So if that makes sense to anybody, give us a yes down the bottom. If it doesn't, just say it doesn't make any sense, Irene. But that's how I feel as I look at the card, okay? So I do believe that there has been problems where the relationship side of things are, and I don't know. Just be a little bit careful, but I do know it's been hard. It's been a hard slog, okay? Right, you know what I mean, but in a different sense. That's absolutely fine, Mandy, if you know what I mean in a different sense. But it's just the way the card brings it out. But I do know, you know, as I look at the card, there's a snake in the grass. So just be careful or a little bit cautious where the flirtation side is, because the grass isn't always greener on the other side. And that's what I have to say, okay? And I can't take it off the card because that's what it says. The decorating, yes. November month also comes out. Right, so the November month as well comes out of the card. So that's what I'm going to give you, okay? The November month. Watch for November month where things will start changing and things will come alight. Not literally, but they'll come to light, okay? Right, so folks, I'm moving on. The November you can take, that's fine. So we're moving on. So please take what you can take from that card there, the number 34. So keep liking and sharing the post. Can't see any hearts going up there, so I'm not feeling the love or the gratitude. So keep pushing it up. And I'm going to go for another card. So keep pushing your numbers in as well. We need your numbers back. So off you pop. Keep pushing it in. No numbers? You're very welcome, Mandy. Thank you for confirming there. Right. Rightio. Now then, folks. This is where we're going to get complicated. I believe we're going to get complicated. I don't want to be doing complicated. There's my bit of paper. I need to write something down here. Right. I need the names. I've got 3 names here. Right, and that's the names I'm looking for. I've had to put the cards down for a second, folks, but keep putting your numbers in, keep sharing, keep liking. I need the names. There's 3 names here. I've got 3 men, literally. I need the name Alan. I've got the name Jack. What Mandy couldn't take. I need the name Jack. I need the name of Alan, and I need the name of Paul. Now, these 3 names, folks, could quite happily be sitting here on the earth plane, but these 3 names link into somebody who's listening tonight, and that's the person I need to speak to, okay? So if anybody can understand all 3 names, give me a yes down the bottom. And while you're thinking about it, I'll shuffle the cards and we'll go for a number, okay? But they're the 3 names I would like somebody to acknowledge. Now, they don't necessarily have to be your family members. It could be somebody you touch upon. It could be a friend, okay? So they're the 3 names, and I know there's somebody watching who can understand them all. You can take them all, Vicky. Who else can take them? Who else can take them 3 names what I've just given there? Right. Who's that? Paula Hindle. Right, Paula, could you take all 3? I just want people to acknowledge all 3 names, if you can, okay? All 3. No, I don't want you to take 1 name. I want all 3. This is where I said it might start getting a bit complicated or confusing. I want somebody who can just take all 3 names. No, 2 of them's not. No, I need all 3. All 3 names I need. Okay. Lucy, you can take the names. You can take all three. And there was somebody else. Vicky, you said you could take all three. Vicky, you can take all three. That's brilliant. Vicky, you can take all three. Right, so I've got 2 Vickies who can take all three. Who else can take them? They don't have to be all together. I just wanted all them 3 names. Them 3 names are going to connect somewhere. I don't know how they're going to connect, but they're going to connect. I haven't got a clue. I just know it was going to get a bit complicated in trying to narrow it down. And this is why I'm saying I only want people to comment. Right, Vicky. Now you're confusing me, my love. So you know the Paul, you know the Jack, and you know an Alan who's passed, but not connected together. That's fine. Yeah. And then you've put no, not together. You've just totally baffled me. And I do get baffled quite easily. What I want is somebody who knows all 3 names, who connect or touch upon them, right? They don't have to be spirit side, they can be here on the earth plane, but they're the 3 names, but you have to acknowledge all 3 names, not 2 of them, not 1 of them, all 3 of them, okay? And whether they're all together or not, it doesn't matter. I'm counting the cards as I'm talking to you. Right, I know what number I want. Right, so 3 names. Listen up, folks. So these 3 names are connecting, okay? Because I'm aware I've got quite a right, Vicky Dawson. Vicky Cuthbert. There was another lady who could take 3. Who was the other one who could take all 3 of them? There was one more here, so I'm having to backtrack here, unless you can stick it in the bottom for me, because I can only go so far up with this. I know I've got an accumulation of spirits who want to connect here, okay? And this is why I'm adamant I need all 3 names. I'm not saying these three names I've given you a spirit side. I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is I need to connect. I need to connect them, okay, to here on the earth plane. Now I know, right. Here we go. I'm going to try and narrow it. I'm going to give you one more name here and see where we go. And you probably all say no. Right. Oh, it was you, Lucy. Right, thank you. Lucy, Vicky and Vicky, would you understand the name of Flo or Florence for me, please? And you probably all say no to me at this point. I love it when it gets complicated. I love it. Absolutely love it when it starts getting complicated. Right. Right, Lucy. Can you understand the name Flo for me, please? I'm just waiting for Lucy. I know you're saying yes, you can, but I believe that was to the 3 men's names. Right, Vicky, you're saying no. And Vicky, you said no. Lucy, are you saying no? Are you saying no to Flo? Told you this would, didn't I? All 3 is out in one go. It's absolutely fantastic. Right, so, right, see where we're going. I know I've got a lady spirit side of life. I do know that. I feel more drawn to Lucy here, even though you said no to Flo. Yeah, even though you said no to Flo. But I do feel more drawn to you, Lucy. Now, Lucy, if I put this link up there for you, would you like to come and join me? No go Flo. Would you like to come and join me on the live feed, Lucy? Because I'm going to put the I'll put the link there. I'm just waiting for Lucy. There, right. There's the link, Lucy. If you would like to come and join me on the live, click that link. Come off the live stream, go onto my page, click the link, and you can come up live with me. Because it's you I believe I'm drawn to. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't mind, but it's you I feel as I'm drawn to, even though you're saying no to flow. Okay. It's got a nice ring to it, hasn't it? No to flow. Flow to no. It has, yeah. Right. So that link's there for you, Lucy, if you want to jump on it. So while we're waiting for Lucy to see if she can get on there, the number card I've chosen was number 37. Okay. So if anybody's chosen 37, listen up. There's the card I've chose. Yeah. Everybody see it? Now this, it's like all your dreams have come true with this card, the number 37. There's better days ahead, and I want it where my financial side is. Okay. So there's I don't know whether I'm going to get a big payoff or there's money coming, but there's definitely lots and lots of upliftment where financial side's concerned. Okay. So I do believe I've struggled past text over the last 4 to 5 months where my financial side was, but things are going to improve dramatically. Okay, so whether I'm waiting for money in the post or money of some sort, that's what I'm going to say. And I'm also going to say as well that there has been, and I'm talking past text here, where I did have the wind knocked out my sales a long time ago. And it's like took me this long to get back up where I need to go. The month of May comes in here, okay? The month of May, but there's been lots and lots of stuff going on, and now again past text, but there's been where it's all to do with finances, it's all to do with my money. So money side of things are definitely up and are going to improve, but there's lots and lots of journeys as well, okay? You're still there, Lucy, because I'm still waiting for you to come up on the live. But if you can understand the card, right, you don't want to come up on the live then. Right, so if anybody else wants to jump on that link, come and join me. First one in gets it. So, yeah, there's lots of things there where things are going to start to improve with this, okay? Lots of things on the horizon. I know you're there, Lucy. You can't get on. You're supposed to come off the link, go onto my page, and then go in the comments box, and it should bring you on here, okay? But yeah, Lucy, would you understand the lady spirit side of life that's wanting to connect with you, please? Now I feel as though more of a nana, a grandmother vibration as she comes in. Would that make sense to you, my love? If it does, give me a yes. If it doesn't, say no. But I am going to say where I have had the wind knocked out of me here, and I want it over the last 6 months where things have been going a little bit where my money's been concerned, and it's been a long, hard slog. Right, so where this lady's concerned, Lucy, she comes in and she tells me you're like a chip off the old block, okay? You made a good stuff, she tells me, and that's what I feel. Made a good stuff, because it doesn't matter how many times you get knocked down, you dust yourself off, pick yourself up, and you jog on, you move forward. And she admires you for that, because she tells me you're a little bit like a and pardon me for saying this, a little bit like an ankle snapper. Once you've got hold of something, you won't let go. You're like a dog with a bone, okay? So she tells me there's been a situation around you where you won't let go. You're like a dog with a bone. You won't give over until you know you've got your point across. So if that makes sense to you, again, give us a yes. If it doesn't, say no, Irene, it doesn't. But that's how she portrays it. I'm like a dog with a bone. But sometimes it's not worth it, you know. That's what she says to me. Sometimes it's not worth it. It's not worth the energy, okay? It's not worth the energy. That's what she says to me. She tells me you worry quite a lot. You're a born worrier. That's what she tells me. But she says, don't. She keeps talking about conkers here. So I want memories where conkers would have been put in jars of vinegar or in the oven to make them harder. But I don't know why she's bringing the conkers in, but she brings them memories in. And that's what she brings in. So that's what I have to mention to you. I know Margaret is a very familiar name, but I have to mention Margaret to you. But I'm also going to say to you as well, please, Lucy, a problem here on the earth plane where your thumb area is concerned, where it gets a bit tight or it's a bit sore. I believe I've had an old break or there's an old injury around this area here. Now, I believe I want cleaning. Whether this lady was a cleaner or she knew somebody who cleaned, but that's what I have to mention to you as well, please. So if that makes sense, give us a yes or no down the bottom, but that's how she presents it. That's how she brings it in. She sticks August month right in front of me as well, please. She brings that August month in, but she also brings in the carnations. I can smell the carnations as she brings them in. But I am going to say, whether I've had a pipe dream about going away or going abroad, that's where I want to be, okay? That's where I want to be. And I believe I want to be near the water. August is your birthday. Brilliant. But I believe I want to be near water, or I want to live near the water's front, okay? Because that's what she brings in. She brings her memories in, the still waters, and that's what I have to say. Now, would you understand the name of Lily, please, Lucy? Would you understand Lily? You go abroad 3-4 times a year. Well, you're going again. Would you understand Lily, please? All I can hear is the song playing in my ears, and if you can't understand, not Lily, would you understand the song Lily of Laguna? Because that's how she brings it in. Okay, so I either want the name Lily, or the flower Lily, or the song Lily of Laguna. That's what she keeps playing away in my ear all here, and that's what I'm going to say to you. Would you understand why I have to mention Pip? Pip, the flower, right? Would you understand Pip? I don't know whether I want the dog Pip or a Pip, what you chuck out of these seeds. I don't know, but I know she puts Pip in front of me. I have to mention Pip. I'm just waiting for that confirmation there. I just know I've got a Pip here. You had a dog called Pip. Brilliant. The dog's with her. All right, Lucy. That's probably why I was ready to spit Pips out here. I'm glad it's a dog. I don't think I'd get them all in my mouth, would I? But yeah, before I leave you there as well, Lucy, even though I'm talking about my gob and spitting Pips out, I have a thing about my teeth, okay? So whether you're thinking about getting your teeth work done or there's some work getting done, pallets or plates are going in, she makes me aware of that, okay? But I am going to say, where the dog's concerned as well, your bark is worse than your bite, or your bite's worse than the bark, one of the two. But I'm getting confused with that, so I am going to leave you with all this lady's love. You've just got false teeth. You didn't have to tell us, but yeah, she said something's going in there, right? But there's a bit more work to do yet. That's probably why I'm spitting Pips out. All right, Lucy. Thank you very much for that communication. Take this lady's love, okay, and take that horrible smell of the lilies, because it does. The lilies stink. They're lovely, but they stink. And if they get the stuff on your clothes, they stain. Yeah. Oh. Right. Again, before I leave you, would you understand as well, please, Lucy, what the connection is to the laundrette, the dry cleaners? Somebody would have worked in the dry cleaners. Yeah, you hate the smell, thought you would. Dry cleaning, something to do with dry cleaners here. The laundrette, so whether I worked in it or I have to take my clothes to get dry cleaned. If that makes sense to you, give us a yes. If it doesn't, I've obviously moved on, okay? So folks, start punching your numbers in again, please. Not dry cleaning. Somebody got dry cleaning. Just remember what I've said. Okay, Lucy, thank you very much for communicating there with me. So, right, folks, start punching your numbers back in. Get them punched. Keep liking and sharing. Keep pushing it up. Keep it going. Right, yo. Right. Who am I looking at? Gone ever so quiet. Oh, right. I'm having a wiggle about. I'm wiggling about. Right, so folks, let me see. I need to do this. Right, folks. I'm putting another link out here. Yeah. And I won't post it just yet. I have a gentleman, Spirit Side of Life. I have a gentleman, Spirit Side of Life, who can't get out of that now. Oh, knickers. Right, hang on. They're off. Right, I was just closing a few windows down there, folks. Sorry about that. Right, so I have a gentleman, Spirit Side of Life, with the name of Joe. And I feel quite serious as Joe comes in. So if anybody can understand Joe, Spirit Side of Life, and I do believe he's a gentleman, not a lady, there's the link. It should be on its way up to you now. Keep liking and sharing. So there's the link, that's on its way, and I'm looking to see where I feel as I need to be, but there's the link. Now, you've got to come off the main feed, go onto my page, and click that link. If you believe Joe's for you, I'll soon know if I see your faces down the bottom, if you can get on. I'm scratching my head here. I've got the name of Nora, Nitty Nora. I feel like I have got nits actually. So there's somebody here on the earth plane who's absolutely always getting nits, and it's doing your head in. So my feed stopped on my side. Right. So we'll see who joins me down the bottom, because I will know. I'm looking for Joe. Hi, Sue. So, press, can you take Joe? Because I have a gentleman, Spirit Side of Life, who's connecting. I know you can, Anne. Is there anybody else who can understand Joe? Because I want you to get onto that link where I've put up there. And you can get on here live with me, but I need to see your face, and then I'll know if it's you I need to speak to. Okay, so that's what I'm waiting for. So I'm going to start counting cards out while I'm waiting for somebody to answer me. Apart from there's Anne there who said she can take Joe. Anybody else can understand Joe's Spirit Side of Life, please? I need to see you liking and sharing, pushing the feed up. I've lost count. Joe on the earth plane. No, Donna, I want Joe's Spirit Side of Life, please. So if you would like to come and join me on this live feed, now's the time to do it, because this will be your last message for tonight. Because time's clicking on. It's nearly 10:02 now. So if you would like to come and join me, get yourselves on that live feed. You need to come off the live comments, go to my page, and then click the link in the comments, and it should bring you here. Okay. That depends on whether you want to come on live, because at the minute everything seems to have stopped. Nothing's moving up over. Leave the donkey, Shelley. It doesn't really matter. Eat your tea, love. Don't be letting your tea get cold. Right, so come on. There's somebody out there who's listening who understands Joe, Spirit Side of Life, and who wants to come and join me live. But I'm getting no takers whatsoever here. I don't know why. Normally you're falling over yourselves to get on. So the card I've chosen was number 15. So the number 15 must mean something. But the gentleman I've got, okay, so there's the card I've chosen, number 15. Yeah. Hi, Michelle. Right, so nobody coming live with me. Nobody else understand the name of Joe. Spirit side. This is hard work this tonight, folks. Really hard work. It's like plucking teeth. It is. It's like pulling teeth out. Right, so I want to describe this gentleman. This gentleman, when he passed spirit side of life, please, he had multiple ailments. It wasn't one thing. He had quite a few things wrong with him before he passed spirit side of life. So whether that was to do with his memory, to do with his health, there was quite a lot of things wrong with this gentleman. And I have to say, God love him, because he tried putting a smile on his face every morning he woke up. He tried to put things to one side, and there we go. That's three in one night. But he tells me he was a fighter, okay? He didn't give up. He didn't want to give up. I should do this, you know. Just go around and jump on everybody else's feed and say, come to me. Do you think they'd block me? I think they'd block me and delete me. Right, so this lovely man, and he is a lovely man, he had lots of trouble when he was here on the earth plane. And like I said, if it wasn't one thing, it was another. Right. And he did. He had loads of stuff wrong with him. And he tells me he was the nicest man. Oh, God. Where they're coming from? Am I in the wrong feed here or something? There's another one. Well, Shelley, it's ever since you went for your frigging tea, they're all after you. I can't be doing with it. So this man, spirit side, he would have helped anybody. He would have done what he could for anybody and everybody. Okay, and that's how I feel. And he's somebody's dad here, yeah. And he is. He's absolutely the most loveliest man you'd ever want to meet. But I know he had lots of problems before he passed spirit side of life, and he was in an awful lot of pain before he passed. And he makes me aware of that. Okay, so that's a card I chose, was number 15, and it's all about your health, and it's all about your ailments and everything else. Now, I know as well, please, where this gentleman's concerned, spirit side of life, where there would have been a bowel cancer or something to do with a cancerous condition around that area, okay? And that's where I need it to be. But he tells me he'd done his best. He had the odd oxygen. There we go. He had oxygen as well before he passed as well. He makes me aware of that. That just fell out my mouth before I had a chance to stop it. But he says he deteriorated, and sometimes he get a little bit embarrassed about things that were going on with him, what he wasn't expecting. It just happened, okay? And he gets a little bit embarrassed about that. But he does say to me, there's somebody here on the earth plane, see you later, girl. Somebody here on the earth plane that has got underlying issues here. He puts hip complaints around me, okay? So I am going to say I want hip. Somebody's talking about getting a hip replacement, or they've got lots of problems around the hip area. And I'm getting that as I look at the card, okay? And that's where my attention's took. Where this gentleman's concerned, spirit side of life, he says, thank you so much for everything that everybody did for me before he passed spirit side of life, because it wasn't nice what you had to see or what you had to put up with. But he tells me this. He's met up with the majority of his family, spirit side of life, but he talks about a lucky sixpence, something to do with a sixpence. So whether you've got memories there where you'd stick that sixpence in your Christmas cake, that's what he brings forward, the lucky sixpence. Now, I am not going to give you the lottery ticket numbers, but what I am going to say to you is there is some good luck on its way to you because he passes the sixpence to me, okay? So I'm bringing that down there from Spirit Side of Life. Right. I've also got a problem with my knees as well, whether I've got extra bone growth on my knees. That's what the card says to me, okay? So there's going to be lots of appointments, lots of love and healing from Spirit Side of Life where this is concerned. Now, I've got memories, and I believe the memories of somebody who wanted to be a gymnast or to do gymnastics. So if that makes sense to you, Vicky, give us a yes. If it doesn't, give us a no, because everything seems to have stopped at the minute. So I don't know whether it's frozen, the feed again. Yeah, so if you can give us a nod, give us a wink. There was a little fly flying about and it's doing me nothing. Yeah, your hip and your lucky sixpence, but we're definitely getting a lucky sixpence there, so I have to mention that. So there are memories there with that. But yeah, I've got extra bone growth here as well. Okay, there's extra bone growth. So whether it's arthritic type problems, that's what I have to say to you. And I'm also going to say as well, where a gentleman's concerned here on the earth plane, I want where there's where I'm been talking about going to the gym and I'm lifting weights here because I feel as though I'm going to pull something again in my shoulder. Right, you say no to me, Vic. Remember I've said it, okay? Just remember I've said it. But I want where there's a gym with my arms, but I feel as though I'm pulling something or I've overstretched it, okay? That's what I have to say, and that's what I want to mention to you. Got the name Dylan here. So I don't know whether I want a surname of Dylan or the name of Dylan. So if that resonates with you, give us a yes down the bottom. If it doesn't, say no. But I am going to say there's lots of issues here with health and they do need to get sorted out, okay? They do need to get sorted out. And it'll be in the post soon, these. Oh, Linda, you're saying hiya. It's time to go home now. You're a bit bloody late. Where have you been? Right, so there are going to be appointments there where your bones are concerned. Remember I've said it there, Anne. Remember I've said it. But that's what I have to bring forward from Spirit. And this gentleman, I have to give you all of his love from Spirit Side of Life. But I have to mention Margate as well. There's connection to Margate or memories to Margate. That's what I have to say to you. Well, there you go, Shelley. Just remember I've said it because I feel as though I'm picking weight up and it's too much, okay? So I've overstretched. But there's a connection to Margate there as well, okay? Right, folks, that was your last reading for tonight. I'll be back again tomorrow night. I might. Right. I'll be back again tomorrow night. But Wednesday night, I won't be because we'll be in the Zoom room. So if you'd like to join me in the Zoom room, private message me and I'll send you all the details. All right. So once again, thank you very much for joining me tonight. And I'm going to say ta-ra for now and I'll see you all tomorrow. If you're back tomorrow, there is. All right. So if you'd like to join me on Wednesday, inbox me and I'll send you the details. So thank you very much.